Okay, this is my 2008 model GSF 1250 SA. It's had quite a few accessories done. You can see it's got the Yoshimura TRS muffler, and that's also got the removable baffle in it, which does make a bit of a difference to the sound output. I've also modified the mount so it clears the Givi V35 side bags. You can see the mounts for them. Also got indicator blanking plates covering those indicator holes because they're relocated to the rear here, and also a Givi V46 top box which has got the integrated brake light. It's also been badged as a Suzuki top box. Coming around, I've just got the factory seat at the moment, but there's a gel seat on the way from a crashed bike in the States. And just coming down, heel protectors, the factory lower fairing, which does help keep a lot of rubbish off the engine, and the GSG Moto frame protectors. And you can see there's quite a bit of hardware holds them in place. The bike's also got a stage 1 Dale Walker kit, the good old tank protector, and I've also managed to get a yoke protector for the top to stop the scuffing for the keys. That's 3 pieces of genuine carbon fibre rather than the stick-on stuff, which is quite nice. And also you see in the instruments here the G Pro ATRE, which is really useful as a gear position indicator, and also the Oxford hot grips. Also have fitted Yoshimura, bit of bling, Yoshimura covers on the reservoirs. It's also got fitted to it the touring screen, which comes out as a factory accessory on this model is sold in New Zealand. We've also got fitted mirror extenders, SW Motec, which help eliminate the view of the elbows the standard bike gives you. Also coming down is the headlight protector, Ventura, and what isn't really visible here, a couple of high intensity bluish white bulbs which go with LED markers in the corner lights, and also the LED bullet lights, these small things here, which really light the front of the bike up quite nicely. It's good for commuting in the morning. It's also got a rad guard, radiator guard, and it's also got some very hard to see with this, but it's also got some scuff protection film on here and on the tank, front of the fairing, and other high wear places. Just coming around to this side of the bike, you can see again got the heel protectors, just protecting the heel plates from scuffing, and also the previous owner has very kindly fitted a hugger onto the rear of the bike, which is fantastic for keeping rubbish off the shock. Also fitted to it is a Scott oiler. You can see where that's coming down and just providing oil for the sprocket here on the rear. Just coming up into a general view of the bike, which has been quite nicely sorted. Also fitted to the bike, put a 12 volt accessory socket, stainless steel with a rubber cap. It's quite nice for accessories, cell phone chargers, GPS units, what have you. Also got fitted to it, which is a bit harder to see, is a Stebble Nautilus air horn. You can see this thing sitting under the left side fairing here. It makes an enormous difference in terms of the sound output for the horn. It's incredibly loud, and it's just nicely protected under the fairing. In fact, looking down you can't see it, but you can certainly hear it if someone steps out in front of you or drives in front of you. Under the seat is the normal Suzuki clutter, but what you can see is the Scott Oiler reservoir has been put in under the seat here, and there's a small bracket that just holds it in place. It's quite accessible there. Had to relocate the main power distribution block, but that is quite out of the way and doesn't rattle around. You can also see the Dobek TFI box that's part of the Dale Walker Stage 1 kit, and that's quite easy to set up. Makes an enormous difference to the rideability and fueling of the bike. Also, just coming through here, you can see just the wiring. I've got a relay for the power distribution, and they're just velcroed in there, sit there quite nicely. They're out of the rain and mean I'm not hooking up a multitude. One of the Givey V35 side bags. It's got the colour match lid. You get plenty of clearance there, plenty of storage, and also with the Yoshi TRS, just that modification gives you enough clearance under the bag here. It doesn't get that warm, bag melting, and just that small modification, just a little piece of aluminium just extending the clamp back slightly, is sufficient to get it down far enough to clear. So all in all, the two side bags give you 70 litres of storage and 46 on the top. So you get 116 litres of storage if you want it. It's quite easy to take off, and you can ride the thing as a sports bike or something that'll keep up with the sports bikes for most riding, and also as a tourer. You know, in terms of value for money, it's excellent. It's about $10,000 cheaper than anything comparable, and it's got the normal Suzuki reliability. Just one other point of difference here with New Zealand models, the K8 Suzuki came out with this decal here. This is Bandit S Touring 1250. Didn't seem to come out on the later models, and there's not even a Suzuki part number for it. They're not the most robust of decals, but it